Yeah, what's up? This is DJ Christos, and you're listening to The Corner of Soul with my man Brino Soul on VOW 88.1.
What's up? This is Russell K. Catch me on The Corner of Soul with Bruno Soul on VOW FM 88.1 between 5 and 6 p.m.
Corner of Soul guest mix.
VOW 88.1.
Hey, what's up? This is Vinny Da Vinci right here on the Corner of Soul with my man Brino Soul.
Brino Soul on Vow 88.1.
Corner of Soul. Exclusive.
Je ne peux plus t'aimer. Le cœur a découvert. Je n'ai rien à y gagner. Si je te perds. Dont je me souviendrai, toi qui pourras à tout jamais atteindre mon cœur et le porter au-delà des monts, au travers des vallées.
been through a lot. As long as I've been touching these turntables or CDJs or whatever I'm rocking on. I've been producing and making these hit songs. It's been hard work, just like when you're putting it down on the floor. And that's why the dancers feel everything, because it's authentic. And I'm not telling you no fables, like I said before. It's handmade. Oh yeah, it's handmade. When I do it, the main incentive isn't to get paid. That's it. I do it for the passion. Come on. And I do it for the love. So many like me who are doing it just because. Come on. You're gonna get what you put in. Break it down. Stop looking for materialistic things to come back out. Yep. And if you believe in grassroots, come on now. You most definitely know what this thing is all about. Speak the truth. It's handmade. Oh yeah. That's how the foundation is laid. Respect that culture. Also, respecting this culture and the people before us and how it's laid. Oh yeah. It's handmade and never to be played. Listen. It's handmade and never to be played. Oh yeah. Listen, it's meant for grooving, and it's not meant for using. So whatever you're getting down to, be careful how you're choosing. Because some people are doing it, come on, just to pull something back out. The foundation of this music is what it's all about. That's right. It's handmade. It's handmade. That's how the foundation
This is a new life, a new way, a new possibility, a new day. So, may I please have this dance? still be found. Love can 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 still be found. Still be found. Still be found. Still be found.
Hey, what's up? This is Vinny Da Vinci right here on the Corner of Soul with my man Brino Soul.
Now, who said house music is dead? Nah, house music is not dead. Now, this is like a form of purist house music at its best. Brought to you by Russell K. 50 minutes of non-stop house grooves. Brought to you by the Corner of Soul between 2 and 6 o'clock. And hey, if you have just joined us, welcome. If you are new to the show, welcome to you. Glad to have you on the show, man. We do this between 2 and 6 o'clock. It's all about dance music. This is the #1 dance show in this side of the hemisphere. Trust me, we are second to none. And we do this just to make sure that we bring house music to the people. And he's here, Russell K. Welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me.
How are you?
I'm very well yourself, Bruno.
I'm delighted to have you on the show. What a mix. Shout out to you, man. I think you deserve a round of applause. So yeah, you good?
Good.
You know,
Good as can be.
You know, the last time I saw this brother, actually the first time I saw this brother, we were doing an outside broadcast in Sentin. And then that's how we connected. And then here we are.
Yeah.
And shout out for, a short call. You took the heat, man.
A very short call, man.
Yeah.
But like we say in show business, you should always be ready.
Be ready as always, just like your journey, man. Let's talk about your journey. Who is Mr. Russell K?
Well, the journey started a while ago. It started actually behind the scenes as a promoter.
Yay.
And that was a while ago. We're talking 2007.
2007.
Yes.
Yeah.
And the itch has always been there to be behind the decks. And then via inspiration from my partner, I then went to the Christos Music Academy.
Wow. I remember, I think you posted something when I was going through your social media. Your post had Christos, so I wanted to find out about this. Let's talk about how the journey started when you began as a student.
Student life at the DJ Christos Music Academy. Very interesting.
When was that?
That was 2023.
2023. So the journey is still young, fairly young.
Very young.
But your music is absolutely matured, man.
Man, I've been listening to music and I've been buying house music before I even started the journey. So it's been a long journey of fine-tuning the ear.
Yeah.
Yes.
But how's the journey been so far?
I'm gonna not lie to you and to the listeners out there, those that want to be DJs, it's not a easy road. It's not a road where you say, I'm gonna start tomorrow and I'm gonna be the next DJ Christos or the DJ Vinny Da Vinci's. It's not easy. It's a continuous push.
But obviously, for somebody who's actually tuning in right now and wants to be a DJ, what are those challenges that they should look forward to?
The challenges you should look forward to is the journey, man. It's the journey. It's the continuous knocking and the continuous picking up yourself daily to push yourself. Because if you don't push yourself, you're never going to reach the oasis that you intend to reach.
Yeah. Now, how do you make sure that you shape up your sound? Because I was listening to your mix. I had to step out outside the studio because, when the music hits you, you have to find a sacred space. And that's what I did because I had to step out, just to find myself and, talk to the spiritual being of my, of the highness. And how do you actually now shape up your sound when you play?
The difficulty in that is there is so much music, but you have to find your sound. And for me, it's always been 80% international and 20% local. That has always been my basis of how I buy my music and how I purchase and so, to develop the sound.
So who's your current favorite producer, locally?
Locally?
Yeah.
Man, there's so much.
Uh-huh.
There's Sculptured,
Sculptured, yes.
there's June Jazzy,
Mm-hmm.
there's Sooks, and we're not forgetting the likes of Newtown Soul.
Oh, you know, Newtown Soul doesn't stay far from where I grew up in Soweto. So I grew up with that brother. I've seen his journey all his life long.
Such a humble dude.
Humble dude. Yeah. Now, you know, let's talk about, because, you know, when they say this is a small world, your son is a producer, by the way.
Yes.
And we actually connected on social media not so long ago. What's his name?
His stage name is DJ Shonas.
DJ Shonas.
Yes.
Yeah. So now, how do you make sure that you navigate him, you know, into the right direction of this music business?
I'm more of a mentor to him.
Yeah.
Because he knows my journey.
Mm-hmm.
And the sound he plays is not my sound.
Mm-hmm.
He's 100% local guy. He plays local.
So that's local house.
That's local house at its best.
And I had a chat with him off air, and he was saying he's not ready. And which is a good thing, by the way, because you need to be ready, by the way.
Yes.
You need to step up when the time is right.
When the time is right.
Yeah.
When the stars align and the moon is right.
Exactly so.
Oh, what a powerful mix to open up the first week of July. Yes. That's a nice selection, nice play. Thank you.
Shout out, brother. Shout out to you. And yeah, man. So let's talk about what you are currently busy with, because I was checking on your socials. You have an event company, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
What is the name of it?
It's called Redefined Events Management.
Mm-hmm.
So the company started way back in, like I said, 2007.
Yeah.
Right now we are busy with a event at Victoria Yards.
Yes.
Which is called Society Fridays. It'll kick back off in August, end of August, and then we'll be in full swing again. So if you a DJ and you feel that you're ready to push behind the decks, give me a hit up on socials.
Let me raise my hand. I'm here. There you go. Bruno Soul. Somewhere in August. Look out for him.
There you go.
Redefined Events. I'm there. Pretoria. Yeah. So are you currently based in Pretoria?
I'm based in Joburg.
Ah, okay. So why choosing Pretoria?
That's where I get most of the gigs.
Wow.
Most of the gigs are in Pretoria.
Is that somehow a revival of house music in Pretoria?
Well, we won't call it a revival.
Yeah.
We'll just say that it's a reincarnation.
What's next for DJ Russell K?
Well, next we're hoping to get onto the bigger stages at the DSSs, the Bread for Souls, to break through there.
Nice one. Oof! Can't wait to hear you, man, on Bread for Souls. Russell K, man, thank you very much for coming through. This means so much for the Corner of Soul and to a listener that is tuning in right now. We have been getting so much love, even on Facebook. People are tuning in. So, one love to you. Where do we find you on socials?
On Instagram, you'll find me at DJ Russell K.
Yeah.
And that's RUSSELL. At Twitter, you'll find me at Russell K. At @SA.
Yeah.
And then on TikTok, you'll find me at Redefined Kev.
Hey, this matured man is on TikTok.
We have to.
What more can you ask for?
To get to the masses, you have to go where the masses are.
Yes, sir. So yeah, find him on all social media platforms. He's Russell K. Ladies and gentlemen, if you missed this part of the mix, we'll make sure that we upload it on our YouTube channel, Corner of Soul Podcast. This will be live on Tuesday. The Corner of Soul Podcast Radio. Until next Saturday between 2 and 6 o'clock. My name is Bruno Soul. Let's maintain peace, love, and good house music. Ndima Degwane Abud.